tea. It's delightful, isn't it? While I'm making some tea, let me share some truth with you. Life is more exciting if you take some risk, test some theories, and step out on a limb. And that's what we're going to do today. Tidy the garden and test some theories.
I'm Catherine. Welcome to my channel. I'm new here, you're new here. I'm sipping my tea. I hope you sip your tea. Let's garden together. So the plan for today is to remove all the things that need to be removed in the fall, other than cilantro, parsley, strawberry plants. Those are the ones I'm going to keep in the garden because those can just keep growing. They're great. I will be removing tomato plants. My zinnia plants are not happy, you know, they're dead and standing there, so we're going to remove them and hopefully plant a few things either today or tomorrow. So we'll see where we get to on that. Thanks for joining me. Let's get busy.
I am starting by removing tomato cages and tomato plants one by one. Oh, this is my husband, Andrew. He's helping me today. He is a sweetheart. And his muscles come in handy later. Got up those zinnia plants. Okay, here is a tip for you. Pull up those nasty dormant weeds in the fall. After a good rain, wet ground makes for easier weeding. I attempt to pull up saplings. Look at this. This is a tree sapling growing in the garden, and I'm going to try to dig it up. We'll see. But pulling on it and tugging on it, even in damp ground, does not get it up. Strong trees. Just look at his muscles get to work. So thankful for his help. Okay, so I'm putting the tomato cages back. Andrew, while he was blowing the leaves, we both were simultaneously thinking, why don't we use these leaves for something? So I stopped and said, hey, do you think we could like put these leaves back on, like chop them up and put them back on? He's like, I was literally thinking the exact same thing. Okay, so I wanted to show you, I have cilantro that I left in here. Let me show you all the prolific cilantro I have. So you've got this, all these little tiny, there are lots of them, and obviously we've stepped in it some, so but there were lots of little seedlings, and it's growing over here too. And also here's some parsley down here too. It's a little sad, but it's there. So I'm leaving that, and then the strawberry plants, which need some work because they got real happy this past year. Originally it was like 2, maybe 4 plants total, something like that, and then they like spread. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do with those to kind of thin them out. I've already done that as I was weeding a little bit to get the, I think it's Bermuda grass out of there, so I just need an additional action plan for that. The tea got some dirt on the top, which it was leaf blowed, so it's not quite as much, but oh, some leaves in the bottom. That's all right. Okay, so I think that's it for this evening. It's getting darker, colder. Andrew still might chop up the leaves, however, but I think that we'll do more another day. Hop on again another section to plant those seeds, and that'll probably finish up this video. So see you soon. Okay, y'all, the man is still going. Here he is. You really get going, I'll be putting some of this stuff away, some of the children's toys. We'll just pick these up.
Hi y'all. Okay, I'm back. I've got some Yorkshire Gold hot tea. Really, I tried this for the first time the other day, and it's really good. Now, do tell me in the comments, do you prefer Yorkshire Gold or Yorkshire Red? So, what we're doing today, I got my warm clothes on. It's like 44 degrees outside today in Tennessee, and I'm gonna be working out here. I've still got the pile of leaves from the other night, and I'm gonna distribute those. Now, what I read this from an article that if you are, say, mixing leaves into the dirt rather than putting them in a pile and letting them decompose by themselves, if you're actually mixing them into the dirt, then it's best if you add like nitrogen rich fertilizer, because if you add it in, then it helps the microorganisms to more effectively break down the leaves in a shorter time span. It's going to be an experiment. Tell me what you think. If it's going to work out, if it's going to break down well by spring, I don't know. So that's the plan.
Here's the leaf pile. It's been played in a little bit by children. You can see it's been moved a bit. They've been working hard with their cute little shovel here. Also, you might have noticed that the other day I didn't have my gloves when I was working. I found my gloves. I love having a good pair of rose cutting gloves, because it's like no matter what you're doing, no matter if you're working with something prickly like squash in the summer or whatever, these protect your arms. So those are my go-tos.
Tea break and cookie break. So I distributed the leaves the way I wanted them to. I didn't evenly distribute them. I put less of the leaves. I
helped.
You did. You were a great helper.
Yeah.
Thank you. I didn't put as many leaves over here where I am. Oh yeah, over here, where I'm going to be planting the carrots. So I have this as the fertilizer that I'm using.
Here, I'll give you a look. So this is not recommended by anybody for this process. It's the fertilizer that I have. This is an all-purpose plant food for organic gardening, because that's what I do.
So I'm going to sprinkle it over top and then mix it in.
Help.
And yes, you can help mix it in. Thanks.
And I'm a wonderful helper, guys.
Yes, you are.
So I've got a colorful carrot mix here, organic. I have red core Chantenay carrot, I think that's how you say that, and then a garden carrot blend. So this one says 1/8 inch depth, 2 inch between seeds. Here's what I do. I like to just toss them out and just hope for the best. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe pull back some of this soil and leaves, throw some down, and then throw some dirt and leaves on top of it. And we're going to just see what happens. I've had them growing out here, which of course they started earlier than this, but I've had them growing out here before, where they were grown carrots, and they were covered with snow, and it was so fun to see like snow on top of growing carrots that just kept thriving. But I'm getting starting them later, so we'll just have to see what happens. Okay, hey, I finished up by putting the tags in the ground, so here they are. You can see they're here. I've got some leaves on top, kind of some mulch, keep them warm. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.